Hi folks, Puffin here with the Pillar Revolution. I want to say some things about India. I've been talking about how India needs a Pillar Revolution for years now. I'm talking about how Narendra Modi being a Putin puppet, and all the countries with Putin puppet presidents need to have those presidents replaced and have strong movements against what Putin has taken advantage of, nationalism in every country, making a global network of nationalisms who constantly whine about globalists. So their accusations are always confessions. They're always guilty of what they're accusing other people of. Um, India right now, I'm sure there's a lot of other things going wrong. Again, all because of Narendra Modi and their nationalism there. But what I recently heard about is a destruction of a madrasa. And when I read about it, all it says is it was an illegal madrasa. I wonder, how long has this place been there and been illegal? Or did they just declare it illegal? Did they recently have a court decision to declare it illegal? And that reminds me of here in America, where the Supreme Court's considering whether or not Trump should be allowed on the ballot, or whether or not Colorado should be allowed to remove Trump from the ballot because of his Trumpsurrection actions. And if they rule the wrong way, it doesn't really mean that Trump should be on the ballot. It means that it's an invalid court. So I think that's kind of a sign here, too. If you can rule that a religious location is illegal, you're probably really just holding up your hand to say that you're an invalid court. So if our Supreme Court rules against Trump and allows the states' rights claims that their side usually claims to believe in, that Colorado can kick Trump off the ballot, then they'll be legitimate, or show themselves to be more legitimate than we suspect. If they rule in Trump's favor, they'll just show that they're an illegitimate, Putin-captured court. Right now, after they've destroyed or started to destroy this madrasa in India, there's a shoot to kill order for anybody who protests. So they're just shooting people in the streets, extrajudicial killings. And, when they start doing that, they can get away with it without, any real cause. And I know we have a big enough problem with that in America. But the fact that it's the plan to just go out and shoot people in the streets, and that they do this fairly often. When I'm looking this up, it comes up every now and then. India has these shoot to kill orders. And again, there's probably a lot of other stuff going on right now that I haven't even heard about. But one more that I did happen to hear about is an island, that they're just going to genocide the people on this island. I think a unique culture where this is the only people in the world that live like this, live on this island, and India is just going to genocide them in order for some type of economic development or something there. We should be calling that out. Like, we claim to have problems with at least certain genocides. We at least have a threshold of genocide of the Israelis against the Palestinian people that we claim to be unwilling to accept. And we claim to be supportive of India, all to oppose China, both, doing things we claim to disagree with the Uyghur people, and Taiwan, which is an island that's part of China. Now, this is an island that's part of India, apparently, but their plan is just to genocide the local inhabitants, just to go ahead and wipe that group of people and that culture off the planet because, I don't know, they want an airport or a port or something, or some resorts there or something. We should be opposed to that. Any real Americans left should be opposed to that, but America as a country should be opposed to that. We can't support India, or specifically Modi, as he becomes a Nazi genocider, just like Putin makes all of his puppets become. Putin's puppet Netanyahu, Putin's puppet Trump, Putin's puppet Bolsonaro, Putin's puppet Modi. I've been talking about him for years, along with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. They're social media puppets. But once we start actually treating them like what they are, genocidal Nazis, we should be able to round up the momentum to stop them at every corner. And we can't ever compromise with them because we want to be more racist against China than we do against India, or whatever that is. That's not a reason. We need to have some principles and stand with those principles. And one of those principles could very well easily be against genocide. Otherwise, we're not just complicit, we're supporting it, we're endorsing it. And we are. We're endorsing too many of these evil leaders doing too many evil things, when if we just stood on real principles for good things, we could change the world for good and never have these types of evil leaders ever arising and threatening the whole world or any part of it ever again. So thanks. Pillar Revolution in India, please, which just means overthrow your government in a non-violent way. You can do it from bed. You can do it with love. You can do it on your phones. but overthrow an evil government that's trying to genocide people. Thank you.